This video is going to be about the cQ-Cumulative Period Indicators, version 3.0. This one is the weekly, and it can be used for finding entry, exits, stops, and general support and resistance levels. This one uses a cumulative period, meaning that when the indicator starts out, it starts out at 1, the next candle will be a 2, the next candle period will be a 3, and so forth. Right now, we're using an EMA. Down here, you can input the period increment. Right now, it's at 0.5 of a period, so it's a half. You can see what it does there. This yellow line that's the period changing. If you set this to SMA and 1, it tends to follow the cumulative moving average pretty closely because that's what it is, as long as it's starting at 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. This red line is the central pivot, or it's actually the close of the first candle of the week, since we're using the weekly cumulative period indicator. And it's going to use the close here. If you wanted to use the open, you could select the open here. We also have the same table types as in the various other cumulative indicators that I have. You have linear, which is what you're seeing now. You have Fibonacci 1, Fibonacci 2, log, exponential, square root, and then the user defined. Right now, it's using the default, which when you open your meta editor, go to Files, cQ indicators, and then find the indicator, which is, right now it's this one down here. Let's change, put this, okay, I made this change to the third one. And if I open this up, okay, and if we go back here and we load this default 2, you'll notice that 1, 2, the third band, this is 3.7 above. You can't use default as the text file because those files get overwritten each time the indicator is loaded. So just save it as whatever, and then you just type the name of the file. You don't need the .txt. There are 2 ways of calculating the number of pips between each band. You can manually input it, the number right here. Right now it's set to 25. Or you can have the ATR calculate, but I'll show you with the number of pips set to 25. Right now, there are 25 pips between each of these bands. Okay, 25 between there. I find the ATR is better at finding these levels. The only problem is the ATR varies, so you get some wiggly lines. This is what the ATR is. It's calculated using the high minus the low. You can also use the close minus the previous close. Currently it's using smooth, which I found works better. The normal ATR is calculated using an SMA. The ATR period is 100, and then the ATR multiplier is 2. So each band will be, put this to linear, each band will be 2 ATRs away from one another using this calculation right here. That's what it looks like. And then you have the reset start level. Right now it's using the starting price, so that when the first candle of the week, it's set to use the close of that candle. Again, you can change that to the open or whatever by changing it here. And then you can also have it draw the central pivot using the previous cumulative period moving average. So right now it's pretty close to the same for this one, but so you can see right here, it's actually this white is the cumulative. This is the cumulative period moving average. This is the cumulative moving average. And if we were to go forward, see right here. Down here, you can select the start hour, start minute, and then the day. This applies to cumulative period bands daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. So this same type of thing applies to all of those. So that's the indicator.